All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Village of Royal Palm Beach Special Magistrate hearing for Wednesday, August 14th, 2019. My name is Doug McGibbon. I'm the Special Magistrate. As I like to say, if you have a code enforcement issue, you're in the right place. The first thing I'm going to do is swear everyone in. We'll probably swear in strays a little later as they walk in. I'll tell you a little bit about the process. So everyone, please raise your right hand. Everyone's just going to say, I do, and we're done. Does everyone swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. All right, no lefties in here, no kids getting it wrong. That's all good. All right, most of the hearings we have today are going to be fine assessment hearings or violation hearings. In those cases, when your name is called, you'll go up to that other podium and you'll identify yourself. The village attorney will show you some documents and try to introduce them into evidence. She'll put on her case. You get to put on your case in response, and I get to make a decision. That switches when we get to the fine reduction hearings at the end of the docket. Those people have been through a violation and a fine assessment hearing, and they are trying to get relief. So they're going to ask for relief first, and the village will respond to their request. With that being said, please take it away, Village of Royal Palm Beach.
Thank you, sir. Amity Bernard, Assistant Village Attorney. We're starting on the agenda on page 1, fine assessment hearings. First case is 19-0293, 104 Granada Street, Barris A. and Marjorie L. Reed.
I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, the previous order, Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay. Well, he was here for the last hearing, correct?
Correct.
So you have actual knowledge.
No, I have service because he signed the order in the office.
Oh, and he signed the order on the bottom. That helps. All right.
Say your name for the record, sir.
Barris Reed.
Thank you, sir. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the order granting continuance and setting status/fine assessment hearing with the mail information. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership. Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violation. Do you have any objection to these documents?
No, I didn't see the door, garage door. Yeah, that's the issue today. Oh, yeah, okay.
Any objection to these documents?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, admitted without objection. But I thought we had given you enough time to try to get your bottom panel of your garage door fixed.
I thought so, Your Honor, but I've been inundated with a lot of personal issues. My daughter, who I brought today, had to have a kidney transplant. My car broke down. Had to get another car. The gentleman that was supposed to do the door, even up to last week, I called him. He was supposed to do it for $800, but I came here and they told me I needed a permit. I didn't know I needed a permit, and apparently he didn't know either. So he told me that it's going to cost me twice as much to do the door, and I would have to pull the permit. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not.
Okay, you own the property and it's homesteaded?
Yes, I own.
You're allowed to pull the permit then? Yeah.
So I can pull the permit and.
You can pull the permit and get him to fix it for you and just get it inspected, and that should be fine.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to try to find him today?
Yeah, this is the second continuance. Your last order was the second continuance, so it's been out of compliance for 2 days, so we'd be asking to start a fine running today.
All right.
So it'd be $50
He
and
keeps showing up here, and I understand the issues he's going through. I'm going to give him one last strike, and then we can go on to finding him next time. So this is it.
I appreciate it.
I've been good.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to do a status/fine assessment hearing.
At the 9/11 hearing and comply by 9/9.
9/9, 9/11, or $25. I don't want to see you again. Please get it fixed.
Will do.
Great. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it,
Okay.
Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, next.
Is case 19-0398, 110 Brookwood Avenue, Angela and Terry Moore.
Dina Foley, Code Officer for the Village of Royal Palm Beach. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Oh, okay. All right, you have a signed green card, you have service.
State your names for the record, please.
Terry. Angela Moore.
Terry Moore.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the order finding violation with the signed green card. Page 2 of that order. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership. Exhibit 3 is photographs violation.
That's the wrong date.
Oh, you're correct. I believe this should be 8/11 on this photo.
Yes.
Yep, we'll correct that.
You're a
And
month ahead.
Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance. Do you have any objection to these documents?
Okay, we want to enter these documents, show that,
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll get to yours. Any
Okay.
objection to these documents?
no.
No, we
Okay.
signed that.
All right, admitted
And
without
you can speak to the magistrate
objection.
and I'll come back for those.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thanks.
All right, so disabled vehicle, and they complied at some time, because you have an affidavit of
Actually,
compliance
I
in there.
have, when I went out yesterday, because I never got a call, so yesterday was reinspection before hearing, so that's when I was able to comply it out.
Okay, so you didn't call, and I'm going to tell everyone in the room, you know, you can go home, you can fix all these things, it's wonderful and good, and I've actually seen people fixing a front door after I left the hearing that night. But it doesn't count unless you call the, code inspector and have them come by to verify it's fixed on X date so they can stop the fines.
Oh, we didn't.
And that works with everyone here in the room. You know, there's only one part of the orders that I sign that's in bold, and those are the parts that say, please call for a reinspection once you're done.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna say, they didn't know it was done until yesterday when they looked at it. You're gonna give me some proof that it was done earlier so I can cut down the fine a bit, but you gotta call for re-inspections. You can't automatically assume that they're just gonna notice it's done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping you have some dates on there. You can tell me when you did it so I can cut the amount of days down. All right,
Yes, sir. We don't have dates on it.
you look so serious. All right, so when was it registered? It was 2/26, I would assume.
I'm sorry?
The registration
It
was,
says date issued 8/13,
oh, was it?
and the
Where is it?
photographs are undated. Do you know the dates that you took those photos?
I took them today.
All right, well, we know it's done today. I'm just trying to get you back in time and tell me how many days are we talking about?
That was Sunday.
It was out,
It was out for 11 days.
11 days, so that would be when?
Compliance was 8/13.
Okay, so 8/13, you were supposed to be done with this. Do you know when you had it all taken care of?
I think that matches the registration date. It says date issued 8/13/19 on
Where's
the
that?
bottom left.
Bottom left. Oh, here we go. 8/13/19. So the date, this is the date you got your plate back on here?
Yes.
All right,
So
so,
that aligns exactly with what we're asking.
okay, well, good. I love proof. So he actually got it registered on the day. 8/13, that he was
No.
supposed to.
no, it was
It's
supposed to be in compliance by 8/2.
Oh, 8/2.
I'm sorry, correction, that matches our total amount of days that it was out of
Yeah, okay.
compliance, aligns with the proof that he's provided to you, which is 11 days.
11 days. Okay, so you got
Tires
this
were- The
done.
tires were also dry rotted.
Yeah, all right.
Those-
Probably not going far on those tires, though. All right, so on 8/13, you had it tagged. That means you were out for 11 days?
That's
And that was
$275 and not continuing.
$275? All right. You can add this to the file. It's also admitted without objection. Hand it over here. All right, so you complied, but you complied a little late, so there's an 11-day fine on this, which would be $275. You own this property, is it homesteaded?
Yes.
Okay, that means There's no way they can do anything. They can't foreclose on it. It's just gonna sit there until you sell it, and someday you're gonna pay $275 back to the village.
Okay, is there like there's no deadline for that?
No deadline, you can do it when you sell it. It's just gonna sit there. It doesn't accrue anymore because they put an affidavit in your file that it's stopped. They've proven, basically both of you have proven that it was fixed on the 13th.
Okay,
And that was 11 days out, so it's just gonna be 275, no continuing.
Correct.
And that's just gonna be there. You can pay it off if you want, you can pay it off when you sell your house. It's just
Okay.
gonna be a minor lien there someday. Okay?
yes, thank
Order's
you.
granted, 275, no continuing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next.
19-0473, 60 East Court, Greenway Village Association, Number 1, Inc.
Wow.
I'd like to
We're
enter
gonna
the
do
following
everyone
into
on the docket.
evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, permit information. I have that.
This one? Okay. Yep, I got it marked.
Oh, this is the one with the bollards. At least it's a safely unpermitted tank. All right, you have an affidavit of service, so you have service and you can proceed. Could I have your appearance for the record, sir?
Peter Mullengarden, counsel for Greenway Village Association Number 1.
Could you spell your last name so I don't butcher it?
Certainly. M-O-L-L-E-N Garden, G-A-R-D-E-N.
I bet you've been asked that once or twice.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Mullengarden, Esquire.
One
Great.
word, right?
Do we have your numbers?
Yeah.
Thank you. That way we will.
Yeah, I was going to give him the name.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the order finding violation. The order itself. 2, the notice documents that came back returned. Piece of paper. Second exhibit is a photograph of the violation. Any objection to these documents?
No.
Thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. I normally blame the propane companies because they're the ones who're supposed to know what they're doing and they're
Right.
supposed to get your permits for you, but unfortunately, code enforcement is all directed at the property owner, so you are the one.
Right. Well, here's, I can give
Are
a
you
brief.
gonna tell us some more about this, or are you done?
No, he can speak. That's fine.
All right, great. Go
All right.
ahead, Mr. Mullengarden.
Basically, you're right. I mean, they were relying on Florida Public
Public
Utilities to get this permit for them, okay? And they kind of dropped the ball, to be honest. It's now their former propane supplier. As it turns out, they didn't submit, as far as I know, they didn't even submit the permit application until like July 30th or 31st, and the deadline was August 1st. So what the association has done, just to cut to the chase, even though they, blame Florida Public Utilities, what they've done is they've signed a contract with Feral Gas, which I would like to submit. The contract is to install 2 58-gallon tanks, all right, that comply with code. It was my understanding the permit application was submitted today. I tried to get a copy of that. I didn't get it. That's what I was told.
Well, I'm looking under 60 East Court, and that, unless they did it under a different address, there's no permit yet.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to jump on them too. I was told I told the client they had to do this, lickety-split, so to speak. They are in good faith trying to comply. So what they're going to do is they're going to install 2 58-gallon tanks. When the permit is issued, they have to give FPU, Florida Public Utilities, 48 hours notice to remove their tanks, and then they're going to install the new tanks. I wish I could tell you the date the new tanks are going to go in, but ASAP is the best I can tell you. And again, the association was relying on FPU to straighten this out. These tanks have been there, as far as I know, for about 17, 18 years.
Oh,
But be that as it may, they didn't realize that they were out of compliance with the current 100-gallon capacity. Even though these tanks, I understand, can only be filled to 96 gallons, I'm not here to argue that tonight, whether these current tanks are in or out of compliance. Because what they're doing is they are replacing them
Right.
as fast as they can.
unfortunately, whether they're compliant or non-compliant tanks, they're just still non-permitted, right?
That's what I mean. So They're gonna get the new tanks in.
I think I'll probably see you at a fine reduction hearing a couple months down the road, because where I'm stuck right here,
Yeah, unfortunately,
I've
it's
got
out of
proof here
compliance,
and it's
right.
still out of compliance.
Right, and it's been for 13 days, so we'd be
so
asking for
what-
325 and continuing.
Yeah, it's just, I am stuck where I am just because of the process. Hopefully, they will get the thing in. Once it's issued, have them just tell code enforcement, which is like one window over, that your property is now in compliance because it's permitted or getting permitted. So, 325 plus continuing them.
Special Magistrate, if we could, there may be some other circumstances here. Can we continue this to the
If
September
you want to
hearing?
do it, I will let you do it. Go right ahead.
So 9/9/9/11?
99911.
If we can just do an order granting continuance, just to that fine,
To that here.
to that hearing date, to
I
9/11
appreciate
hearing
it.
date.
Thank you.
Order of continuance to 9/11.
Counsel, do you want a copy of this contract, or?
Oh, we'd love one. Sure, that's part of the reason they're continuing you to 9/11. Someone's probably been speaking to them and keeping them informed.
All right.
Great.
Just so your order's consistent, Special Magistrate, if we can set the compliance dates similar to the last one, comply by
9/11.
9/9.
9/9/9/11.
9/11 fine hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll maintain the $25 a day fine.
Great. Tell them you did a wonderful job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Granted. I will sign that order.
So she said status?
Next is
Status.
19-0539-11614 Oleander Drive, Danielle A. Moore.
What a good page everybody showed.
Lou, you said status?
Yeah, yeah, he said,
This
The
order
order
granting
granting
continuance.
continuance to status/fine assessment.
Mhm.
I did it all.
So that is that one. Yep.
Thank you.
Well, now I'm not orange.
This
on
respondent
board.
needs to be sworn in, Special Magistrate.
Okay. And this goes for the people who haven't been sworn in, including the gentleman with the hat and the lady who walked in. Yes, you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say, I do.
I do.
You two do? Good. I've caught up with everyone. All right. Tell me about this case. Structure
like
built
to-
without a permit.
We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay. I guess you mailed it to them for status or for service?
Yeah, I spoke with her on the phone. I had actual service.
All right, good. Actual service counts. All right, identify yourself for the record, please.
Danielle Moore.
Okay.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the previous order finding violation. Page 2. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership, and Exhibit 3 is a photograph of the violation. Any objection to these documents?
Nope.
Thank you.
Okay, admitted without objection. Let me see those again. Oh, I really couldn't see anything. That was, it's sort of over the fence, right?
Mm-hmm.
The top of a structure.
Yes.
All right, they're saying there's a structure back there that was built without a permit. You were here last time, and you were going to do something about it.
We did apply for a variance. We put it in at the end of July, so I'm just waiting for the process for that to go through.
Okay, so there's a
They're
variance.
actually, yeah, they're scheduled for the TSR on 8/22.
Okay, so they did something, which is fine.
8/22.
So we're back to the 9/9/9/11.
Is that
We're almost going to do the exact same thing we did on the last case, continue
Yeah,
it
for status, yeah.
for a status/fine assessment so we can see what happened with the variance app.
That's fine. Comply by 9/9 or status/fine hearing 9/11 or maintain
just-
the $25 a day fine amount.
All right, since you are in the process, then no one's going to beat you for doing that. They're just going to give you enough opportunity to get through the meeting to see if you will comply and get your variance, and if not, we'll deal with this at another hearing.
Okay,
9/9/9/11/25.
thank you.
That's 4 for 4. You got to be skipping some after this.
several pages. On to page 3.
See, I
Top
told
of
you.
page 3, it's a repeat violation hearing, case 19-1180-103 Barcelona Drive, Neil Samer and Rupkamor Ramlakan.
The code section is 12.5, garbage cans curbside on the wrong day. This is a repeat violation. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 4, pictures.
A trifecta of garbage cans. All right, you have a signed green card, you have service.
Neil Samer.
Thank you, sir. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of repeat violation, notice of hearing, the green card, signed green card. Exhibit 2 is the previous order finding violation. Exhibit 3 is proof of ownership. And Exhibit 4 is photographs of the violations. Do you have any objection to these documents?
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Admitted without objection. All right, Mr. Samer, why are these garbage cans out on the wrong day?
It's a rental property.
I was
And
about to-
after the first violation, I notified the tenants. I waited a couple of weeks to make sure that they were following the directions and the procedures before I notified Ms. McLean to come out and do a second inspection. I thought they were doing a good job. Ms. McLean said they were, so the first situation was covered. And then I got this notice recently, so apparently they started leaving them out again.
Yeah, they seem to be generating quite a bit of garbage if they're putting out 3 huge garbage cans.
Well, it's a fourplex. There's
Okay, so
four
there's
total
4 of them,
units, and
so-
I'm going to mark all the bins, and I'm going to do periodic checks. I thought the problem was handled the first time, and they are adults, but
Yeah, well-
apparently not, and so I guess I have to be more proactive, and
They are adults who do not want to bring their trash cans in, I guess.
apparently.
All right, so how many days do we have on this
This
one?
was out of compliance for 2 days at $50 a day, so we'd be asking for a $100 fine and not continuing.
Okay, so $100, not continuing. Tell your tenants they get to go split this and they don't want to pay this every month.
I notified them about this the first time, so they know. I don't know, apparently they didn't take me seriously, but
Maybe that second one will. All right, 100, no continuing is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
okay, thank you.
Staying on the same page, now to violation hearings, 19-0779, 229 Las Palmas Street, Julian A. Cuba and Magda A. Villarino.
The code section is 15.132 and 14.2, missing sod, weeds in planter areas, and tree stumps and debris in yard. I observed this violation on 5/9/19, sent the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and got the green card back signed. I'd like to enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay. All right, you have a signed green card, you have service.
Magda
Your last name?
Villarino.
Thank you, ma'am. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of hearing, the notice of violation, and the signed green card.
Mm-hmm.
Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership from the property appraiser website. And Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violation.
And what is the violation here?
Missing sod.
Missing what?
Missing sod is this photo? Photo number 2?
Yes.
Missing grass. No grass.
but they have the mulch, like, you know, the mulch,
Okay, we can get there.
okay. What's it?
Final picture is of a fence post and more missing sod.
Well, the debris in the backyard, the debris on the
We
property.
had
We had the permit? Oh,
Debris in the backyard as well.
I think she's talking about the bags of
But it
mulch
has
that
to
are on
be-
the side of the house.
there's lots of.
Miscellaneous
Yep.
items in the backyard.
And we can, we can, oh,
Yeah, we'll get there. Any objection to these documents? And then we can discuss what the violations are. Do you have any objection to these documents?
my English is no good.
Any
Has somebody that speaks
translation?
Spanish?
We're just going to say she objected, and I'm just going to admit it over objection, so it's
Now
all
you
be
can speak
fine.
Okay.
All right, so we have a planter area out front, or a very large area that looks like it needs,
Yes, I just moved over there, like, I don't have even 1 year there. And I tried to do something on the garden, you know, but
Yeah.
I
Okay,
didn't know that I had to
what
get a
The previous
permit.
owner had there was he had gotten a permit and put the perimeter around there. He had landscaping in there and mulch. And
Yeah.
since you've moved in, you took the landscaping all out, and
Yes.
then there's weeds and debris everywhere.
We take all the plant because first you can see the house, and then they have a snake, they have rat, they have raccoon, and all the plants, you know, and we take off to do something, you know, I think more.
So
but
they-
once you take them out, you do
Slide.
nothing. You cannot just take them out and leave them. It looks like you know, you needed to put more plants in, or different plants in, or
we are
put
work-
sod in there,
we are
or put
working
mulch
on
in there,
that.
but you can't just stop halfway through.
We are working on that because, you know, we
It doesn't look
work
like
on-
you're working very hard on it, because you got it all not done, and then you have all these bags of stuff on the side of your house that are supposed to be either in your garage or in your backyard, plus all the other miscellaneous items over there that need to be fixed up. So what are we talking about for time these days?
Compliance by 9/26, or the 10/9 fine assessment hearing, or $25 a day fine.
All right, so they're saying they want this done by September 26th, or you will be back here in front of me on October 9th. So you have a month and a half, a little
And
month or
just so the record is clear, there are tree stumps also as part of the violation, which you can see in the second photograph.
Okay, yeah, well, those are part of the trees she cut out because she was tired of rats and lizards and snakes and things. But you just can't leave them there. You have to finish fixing it.
Yeah, we
And it
are,
looks like you just stopped halfway, and the other, you just,
well, because we get the notice and we stopped to doing that to
Oh.
get the permit. I just already get the fence permit, and I had to
I don't
get
know that you need
another
any
permit.
permits to fix any of these things, so, but you do what you need to do. I'm not, I'm not here to tell people how they do things. All right, 9/26, 10/9, or $25 is granted. Okay, so you need to fix it before September 26th.
Okay.
You will get an order in the mail, and if you fix it, please call so they can come by and stop the clock from running. Okay? Okay, next.
Moving to page 4, 19-0929, 128 Miramar Avenue, David Grossi or Grossi.
The code section is 2657, pergola in setback. I observed this violation on 6/7/19. Mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and posted them on the property. I'd like to enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictured.
Okay, you have an affidavit of service, so you have service and you can proceed.
You state your name for the record, sir?
David Grossi.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing. Actual notices.
I only got 2 notices. I don't,
That's both of them. That's correct.
okay,
This is, the first page is just the affidavit.
gotcha.
This is the notice of hearing. And this is the notice of violation.
Yes, ma'am.
Exhibit 3 is proof of ownership,
Yes, ma'am.
and the final exhibit is the photograph of the violation.
Yep, which I have actually one of those
Any
myself.
objection to these documents?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. All right, Mr. Grossi, they're saying the pergola is in the setback area, and you were here for the page one people, including Ms. Moore, who had to apply for a variance because her, what was her thing? Her structure was built without a permit and I think also in a setback area.
Yeah,
So have you done that? Are you going to do that? Because the village considers pergolas a structure and they need to be permitted.
yeah, I had, if you just want to hear my piece, I
Sure, go ahead.
ultimately I'll end up where I'm going to end up. There was an existing pergola overgrown with bougainvillea. We cleared the bougainvillea. I restructured the same thing that was there. When my partner here spoke with Gail, she said she can't write what she can't see, so that's why there was no issue with it before. I was just fixing the thing is all I was basically doing. So then we went ahead to, we were going to apply for a variance, and, well, first actually we went to look up the coding to see what it was, and there was the incorrect coding was put on there. So we talked to Todd at the building department who said there was no permit needed, it just needed to be proper setback. Then when we went back again to speak to them, spoke to Kevin, who said, no, there does need to be a permit, it does need to be out of the setback, but the code that was written on the permit, on the notification was incorrect and gave me the correct. It was, she had written 2657, it's actually 2679 is what Kevin told us, so but here nor there. We were going to apply for the variance, which we went ahead, did all the paperwork, notarization, all that stuff, 10 copies of everything. And then Geraldine had had a conversation with, I think, Gail's supervisor, and we're just going to opt to take the thing down, I guess.
Okay, a simple solution, but
So the only thing I'm going to ask, I just had stitches removed from my hand like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I'm
Good
walking around
excuse.
I'm not in a condition to do it right now. I'm just going to ask for 90 days to be able to get the thing out of there if I can do that. It's not in anybody's way. It's not causing a hazard to anyone. It's not, I don't consider it an eyesore at all. It's got some beautiful flowers and stuff hanging from it at the present. I just want to rid myself of this so I don't have to try and pay somebody to do it because.
understood. What's the village's response?
The village is asking for compliance by that 9/26 date or the 10/9 fine assessment hearing or $25 a day
So I
fine.
get to be Solomon and make it 60. You want 90, they want like 35 or 40. I'll make it 60
So
days.
that would be by what date?
They'll give me a date because they never let me get away with just saying 60 days.
And that would be from today or?
Oh, well, we're going to find a date right now and we're going to see. It's going to be approximately 60 days from now.
Gotcha.
So that way you'll have a little bit of healing time and then you need my Jeep. You could hook it up to there and pull that thing over in a second.
Yeah, well, no, it's going to be a job to get out of there. I mean, it's 2x6, sunk 4 foot in the ground. It's only 8 foot tall. What stopped me from the variance is I just put a shed in the backyard last year. Shed's 13 foot tall. It only has to be 15 feet off the sidewalk. Now I'm being told that this 8-foot pergola has to be 20 feet off the sidewalk. So my logic kind of went, I don't even want to try and
All right,
understand.
so let's find me a date.
It's compliance by 11/1 or the 11/13 fine assessment hearing or $25 a day fine. And just so the record is clear, that is the correct code section that is cited. The section cited by,
Waxman is wrong.
correct.
Okay. I believe the code enforcement with the code enforcement sites, but okay, I'm going to go for November 1st,
November 1st.
okay? And when you have it removed, the day it's out,
Call.
get him to give you an affidavit of compliance and you're done. And you're done with
The
proof.
affidavit of compliance comes from whom?
It comes from the code enforcement officer. You'll never see it. It'll go in your file, but it will say that they were out there on that day.
It'll be mailed to you regularly.
Oh, they do? They mail them these
Okay.
days? Oh,
Yeah, I was
cool.
just going to say, how would I acquire a copy of that? Was
Oh,
all
well,
I
you
was
would call,
wondering.
We'll mail it.
they'll mail it to you. So
Okay.
you get your affidavit of compliance as long as it's before November 1st, You won't have to appear before the note on the 13th hearing date. If it's afterwards, then we'll have to see you again, but hopefully it'll be done.
Done.
Heal quick.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Grossi. Granted, or 11-1, 11-13, 25.
Top
All
of
right,
page
next.
5, 19-0818, 212 Preserve Court, Andrew Giunta.
Code section 622108.4, pavers installed without a permit. I observed this on 5/15/19. The notice of violation and notice of hearing were mailed out 5/16/19 and were posted. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, you have an affidavit of service. You have service and you can proceed.
Andrew Giunta.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing. The notice of hearing itself, notice of violation. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership. And Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violation. Do you have any objection to these documents?
No.
Thank you, sir.
All right, admitted without objection. So he needs a permit for the pavers?
Yeah, he brought it in. It's in plan check right now.
Great, so you've got impervious surface area issues, probably.
I
Yeah,
took some of it out as well.
Yeah, it's one of the latest things, you know.
Yeah.
You got to be able to let the water go back in.
It's 35 feet, 9 inches long, and then I took out 7 feet of it. So that's 250.25 square feet, which puts me just under the
Impervious surface,
impervious. It
whatever.
puts me right under 50%.
Got it, right there. All right, so he's in permit check right now, so he should be good to come out on the
Yeah, we're asking for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9
9/26.
fine
Should give him
hearing.
enough time to come out of there.
$25 day fine, yes.
9/26 or 10, what is it, 13?
10/9.
10/9 or 25. All right, so it's really up to them now. You've already got your permit in. Once you get your permit out, you're good, and then you just have to call for an inspection. You don't call them, you call the building department, and you
Okay.
get it inspected.
How do I know when my permit's ready?
We'll call you.
Okay, perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
I'll sign that order, granted. Next.
19-0893, 10173 Pinafore Lane, Ingenio De Brito and Marioli Garces.
Code section 14.4A and 15.141, disabled vehicle and tree stumps placed around the yard. I observed this on 6/3/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out on 6/3/19 and were posted. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
You're making it hard on me. I can tell it was a Lincoln just by the decals. All right, you have an affidavit of service, so you have service and you can proceed.
Call under.
Can you say your name for the record?
Marjorie Garces.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing. Notice of hearing, notice of violation, mailing which was returned. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership. It's just a second copy.
The
of
what?
it. It's just proof of ownership from the property appraiser website showing you on the property.
Mm-hmm.
And Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violations. Do you have any objection to the documents?
No.
Okay, thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. So, is she in trouble because there are tree stumps?
Yeah, it's a dead tree, and they cut it up and put it around the yard, and it can't be there. And then
Because it's not landscaping timbers or anything like that?
Yes.
It's a dead tree?
Yes.
So they're in trouble because it's a tree?
Yes.
Okay, just trying to check.
Yeah, because it's just my neighbor cut the tree. he got permission for that, and he was, he have the little trunk in the, in the side for recollect them. And I took it just for make the decoration in
I
my.
know, it's a decorative piece, and I was asking them, if they're like landscaping.
Yeah, because
Timbers, but because they're a tree,
no,
no, because they're still part of a tree, they're not, what can I say, manufactured, or they're not planed, or I don't know what the proper term is. They're not changed in such a way to make it not a tree that it's a problem. So you just can't have pieces of tree in your yard, even though you say they're decorative, and they are kind of decorative. So, and that's problem number one. The second problem is the Lincoln. It needs to have a tag, or it needs to be put in the garage.
Okay, I put the car was in the swell area. Because we got divorced and my husband went to another country. He left the car. And when I received the letter from here, I talked with him. He was sending me authorization for get another title of the car. And I moved the car away from the swell, and I put it in my sidewalk. I think I never thought that is the public area, because I saw was my property, my private, property. For that reason, I put the car there until I received the documents from another country. I did it. I have now the title. I'm selling the car. But I don't know. I don't know where my property is starting and where when is the public area and when is
It doesn't matter whether it's.
Because I would like to understand, because for real, all the stuff my husband was doing before.
Right.
That is new for me. All this is this
Right.
thing.
Well, it doesn't matter whether it's the swale or the yard. If you had, washing machines just laying around the swale, it would be your problem. If you had it laying around the yard, it would be a problem. The problem is the fact that the car does not have a tag on it. It seems to be moving because you've moved it from the swale to over there, but you have to have tagged vehicles in the village, or they have to be put in your garage. If it's put in the garage, it doesn't need a tag. So that's the way you can maintain a car in the village without a tag, is it has to go in your garage. Otherwise, if it's going to be outside and visible, it has to be operable, and it has to be insured and tagged. So you need to, when do you want them to do this by? Because maybe she'll have it sold by then. Is this
Because when I received this letter, I tried to do everything what they were
the tree
asking
stumps,
to me.
unfortunately.
I cleaned the sidewall, I removed the car from the swall, I did everything, but
Okay, wait, hold on a second. How long is this?
Fines by 9/26.
9/26?
Fine assessment hearing, or a $25 a day fine. And just for the record, Special Magistrate, that those tree stump portions are untreated wood, so the issue there is not only do they appear as dead trees, but they also promote infestations,
Okay.
ants, bugs, termites, those kinds of things.
Okay, so you need to have the car either put in the garage or moved off the
Okay,
property,
I'm
or sold,
selling the car.
whatever.
I'm selling,
Yeah.
but now,
Oh, stop,
I ha-
please.
I have-
Perdóname.
I,
Stop.
okay,
You have to do this by 9/26. That gives you about a month and 10 days to sell the car. If you move it by the 25th and you call them, you're fine, but it has to be moved or sold by 9/25, by September 25th. And the same thing with the tree parts have to be removed as well. Okay? They cannot be used as decorative pieces, not in the village. Okay? So that's what we're
Okay.
going to do. 9/26, 10/9, or 25 is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
but then I would like, I'm sorry, but I would like to know what I could put in the garden, or if you have a list, the item what we can use in front of the garden. Because
Well,
I
it's-
don't wanna,
Can work
have
with
another.
outside of the hearing to
Yeah,
figure
call,
out.
call
yeah.
the code enforcement officer after, the hearing's over, and they'll tell you what they can put, probably rocks, treated things,
Yeah, because
statues,
it's-
things of that nature. The problem is, it's a piece of a tree that's cut up that's not treated. And they consider that either trash, or it attracts bugs, rodents, and termites and things, so that's why it's a problem. All right, 926,
Wow.
10-9, or 25 is granted.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Thank you.
Thank you. 19-0921, 855 Azalea Drive, Leroy S. and Norma M. Gillespie.
Code Section 9491 and 2657, fence in disrepair, fence installed without a permit, and shed placed on the property without a permit. I observed this on 6/6/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out on 6/6/19 and were signed for on 6/16/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay, that fence has seen better days. All right, you have a signed green card, you can proceed. Your name, sir?
Leroy Gillespie.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of hearing, the notice of violation, and the green card, signed green card. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership, and Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violations. Do you have any objection to the documents?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so it's the fence and the shed.
The shed he removed.
All right, so he did the hard thing, this is the easier thing. The fence,
That's 2657.
yeah, okay.
That's the shed on the property is a finding of fact.
Venn diagram here. All right, so they're saying you removed the shed on the property, so you took out the hard thing, now you have the easier thing, which is the fence. Do you own the property? Is it your homestead?
Yes, but
So you can get a fence permit yourself.
yeah, but
And
the
that
rest,
gives,
rest of the fence, I'm gonna pull it down tomorrow.
okay, well, you can pull it down, you can replace it, you can do whatever you'd like, it's,
No, I ain't gonna replace it because we're gonna lose the property.
okay. All right, so you're gonna give them 926 anyway?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Compliance by 926 or the 10-9. Fine assessment hearing or $25 a day fine, and a finding of fact on 2657.
All right, so you have until September 26th to remove the fence, so you can do it the day after tomorrow if you feel like it. You'll still be a month ahead.
Okay.
Just call the, code enforcement officer once it's down and at the street, so she can verify that it's out, and she'll give you your affidavit of compliance, and then you won't have any issues.
Okay, thanks.
Okay? So you'll get an order in the mail. You've already taken care of the shed. They call that a finding of fact. You'll get the dates for the fence removal. If you pull a permit for a fence, you have 6 months to fix it, so you could do that too if you wanted.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome, sir. Next, or
19
granted, next.
19-0923-861 Azalea Drive, Waukee and Ann J. Compare.
Code Section 91 and 94, fence installed without a permit, fence in disrepair. I observed this on 6/6/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out on 6/6/19 and were signed for on 6/10/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, signed green card equals service. You can proceed.
Names
Josh Joseph.
into the microphone, please, so we can write it down.
I am Josh Joseph.
And you're a translator or your relation?
I'm just a friend of mine.
Friend, okay,
Friend.
thank you. I'm gonna show you these documents, I guess, to help.
Okay.
These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of hearing for today's hearing,
Okay.
the notice of violation, and the signed green card indicating that they were delivered to the property.
Have they been incurred any charges in this one?
No, sir, we'll get there.
Not yet. Okay.
No, we'll get there. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership,
Okay.
just showing the owner of the property as him. And Exhibit 3 is a photograph of the violation.
Okay. There's a problem. It's just the fence and
Correct.
okay.
Can you, we just need to know if he has any objection to the documents.
Acho que eu tenho problema.
No.
Okay, and then he can speak to the magistrate about the particulars, but thank you.
You're
All right, admitted without objection. All right, so there's no permit for the fence. It just needs to be permitted and fixed.
Yes.
Okay. They're saying there's no permit for the fence, you need to permit it and fix it.
Well, he told me he wants to remove the fence and the gate.
Okay, so he's gonna remove the fence and the gate?
And the gates, yeah.
All right, so he's gonna do this by September 26th because everyone else is.
Okay.
That gives him a month and 10 days or something. So 9/26, 10/9,
Or $25 a day
for
fine.
$25 a day. Tell him the minute he gets it all down to the street to call the code enforcement officer so she can confirm that it's done.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay? And I'll send an order, or I'll sign an order and they'll send it over to him.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. Next, please. Bless you.
Moving to actually fine mitigations on page 8.
Oh, we're at the fine mitigations.
15-1645, 154 Roy Court Circle, Jeanette Alvarez and Michelle Pelez. That's you? Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. Take your time.
All right, tell us who you are.
Oh, I'm Jeanette Alvarez.
Okay, Ms. Alvarez. And we have two cases here?
Mhm.
Have a- Sure.
I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine and affidavit of service. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay. Okay. All right, so with this, we're gonna do these two separately. What's the amount of the fine
The
in this
amount of the
case?
fine in this case is $4,150.
All right, Ms. Alvarez, why should the fine be reduced?
Because it's a lot of money. I'm not employed. And when I received those notices, I didn't actually receive the notices. Well, one of the notices, my grandson apparently took it off the door, and then we found it like months later. But I didn't know, and I didn't know that I was supposed to remove that other tree.
All right, what are the village's costs, what's the village's response to her request?
Just so the record is clear, the tree is the second case.
Yeah,
So-
okay, I know, I'm just still on the $40,150 from the first case.
4,150, that's correct.
No.
You're asking for the village's recommendation. We would be willing to reduce this one to $1,251.38, payable in 90 days, which would be 11/14.
All right, they're saying that they would reduce this by almost a third if you could pay it by November 14th.
No, okay.
Okay, so that's 1,251.30 by November 14th.
Can I?
0.38.
0.38? Okay, I can make it a snowman. All right, 1251.38 by 11/14. What are we on, up on the dead tree?
It's case 16-1895, 154 Roy Court Circle, Michelle Pelez and Jeanette Alvarez.
Okay.
I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine and affidavit of service. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay, and how much is the fine here?
$5,750.
Okay, 5,000. All right, this is much more than the other one. That's interesting. Okay, and the same arguments for the reduction in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is the village's recommendation here?
The village would agree to reduce this one to $1,566.92 payable by 11/14.
What's the number again? 15?
1566.92.
All right, so once again, it's almost 3/4 of the way down. Can you handle that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Granted, 1566.92 by 11/14. If you pay these two amounts, the fines will be released from the property. If you don't pay, it just goes back to where it was. Okay?
And then the first one was what, I'm sorry?
1251.38. You'll get orders in the mail. Okay? Probably. I sign these things Monday or Tuesday. You'll get them next week sometime.
Okay.
Great. All right.
And
Thank you
it's
very
a-
much, Ms. Alvarez. All right.
Thank you. Next case is
Thank you very much.
18-1167-2093 Reston Circle, Bart Kaplan.
I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request, Exhibit 2, order assessing fine, Exhibit 3, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay. Good news is these are 18 case numbers, so they can't be that big. All right. We're going to do these individually, I take it?
Yes, sir. Can you state your name for the record, ma'am,
Sue King,
and your relation to the property?
authorized representative for the bank, for U.S. Bank.
All right. What's the amount of the fine?
$9,175.
All right, Ms. King, why should the fine be reduced?
This is a bank-owned foreclosure, and the les pendants was recorded 12/14 of 17, and both liens. Which case are we on first, please?
18-8 or 6, well, no, 18-1167.
Okay, 1867 was recorded 8/24 of 18, and the bank did not take certificate of title till 6/19/19. So it should be extinguished in the foreclosure. And we generally, even though they are, we ask to have a formal release and pay the cost of the village because it makes it much easier for owners in the future.
What's the village's response?
In this one, as you know, we're not required to release the lien, so we'd be asking for, or we'd be amenable to a reduction to the amount of $2,253.95 payable by 11/14.
For a release?
Yeah.
Yes, for mitigated fine amount. Yes, ma'am.
See, I think by operation of law, you probably don't have any issues here, but if you're going to ask for a release,
Right.
they're not required to give you one.
They aren't required, that's correct. And,
So,
but that's quite a bit.
well,
Would you possibly reconsider that?
oh,
That's a substantial reduction.
I understand it's a substantial reduction. Do you offer any amount, or are you just going to sit there?
I would say 25 for both of them. That's the most we generally never, we've never paid more than that, ever.
Okay, what is the next one, by the way? Just the amount.
Let's read it into the record
Sure,
if we're gonna do
go
it
right
that way.
ahead.
Case 18-1704-2093 Reston Circle, Bart Kaplan.
I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request, Exhibit 2, order assessing fine, Exhibit 3, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Thank you so much. Now, what's the amount of the fine?
And the fine amount in this case is $5,775.
Okay, so they're offering $1,250 per property for a release that you're not required to give them. What do you think?
Yeah, for the second case, 18-1704, we would be amenable to $1,573.20. So that's a total roughly in the amount of $3,800 and change from
And they're at
$15,000.
2,500?
I'm sorry?
And they're at 2,500?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's substantial release.
I know, but they don't have to
We don't have to have it in order to sell it.
I'm sitting here, you know, they're not legally required to do this, but they want to do this anyway.
The
You're not
reason we
legally-
want to
You're
do
not
it,
legally required to do this.
Correct.
You
Right.
want more from them anyway.
Correct.
but the reason we want to do it is to make it, we
Easier
want to
for
cover
the-
and cover the costs. I mean, the bank isn't oblivious. They know that the village has costs, but it isn't their fault when they took the property back. They
Well-
complied.
Okay. I will do $1,250 per property by 11/4.
$11.14.
11/14, excuse me, I'll be consistent with everything else. Okay, 1,250 by 11/14.
Could I get
Everyone walks
something?
away mad at me, so it should be a good deal.
Could I get something in writing tonight so I can order that check right away? Because it does take a little.
No, because
Okay.
there's nothing
have to
I
sign
can
it.
do. You're gonna get an order out of me probably early next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. If you come up and give her a card, she can scan it and email it so you can get it early.
Okay.
And it won't go to your headquarters and
Oh,
bounce
no,
around your mailroom and
they'll
then
never-
come back to you in 2 months.
Okay,
So, okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Next is 16-0067, 100 Pintail Court, Thomas E. and Edward Maxwell Jr.
Margaret Hancock, Code Officer, Village of Royal Palm Beach. I'd like to enter the following document into evidence. Exhibit 1, letter requesting fine mitigation. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. My name is Edward Maxwell. I'm a co-owner of the property. I own the property with my son who resides there full-time. I'm a resident of Charlotte County over in Port Charlotte.
Okay.
My son lost his job in December. He's been behind in his mortgage. I've been paying it for the last year. In July, I tried to find a way to help him restructure the house, and I applied for a refinance of the home to take money out to help pay his mortgage. In the process of the loan being processed, I got a phone call that says there are fines owed to the Royal Palm Beach. I didn't know anything about these. I have never seen any paperwork. No one has ever told me about them. So I called immediately to the code compliance and spoke with Mrs. Hancock. Thank you. I didn't want to mispronounce it. She was very polite. She told me that my son had 2 violations. He had a 2016 driveway violation. He had told me about that years ago, and he said he rented a power washer and started to power wash the driveway. Evidently, the first power washer broke. He went and got a second one that wasn't very good, evidently. He thought he had completed the job. He did not, to his detriment. Follow up and call code compliance. A problem that I have, he's 38 years old, going on 16. We make no excuses. He did wrong, but we were also told that there was violation of the car being in the driveway. I can understand that. The car was not ours. It was his ex-girlfriend's who refused to move it and refused to give us permission to move it. I personally tried a couple times, but I did not know it was in violation. Had I known, other events would have been taken. I had no legal recourse to move the car, but upon being notified by code compliance that it was in violation, I arranged for it to be removed. Don't ask me how, because I don't think what I did was legal.
If we could pause here and read the second one, because he's testifying to the second case
I'm sorry.
now. That's okay, sir. We'll read
Yeah.
the second one into the record. Case 18-0403, 100 Pintail Court, Thomas E. and Edward Maxwell Jr.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, letter requesting fine mitigation. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Same package.
And-
All right, and what's the amount of this fine, just so we're, well, what's the amount of either of them?
In case number 16-0067, the fine amount is $29,675. In 18-0403, the fine amount is $9,875.
That's for a dirty driveway in the car, sir. And I understand codes. I'm a retired police officer. I value and respect your positions. That's why I say the day that I found that there were code compliance violations and contacted code compliance, I believe within 2 or 3 days, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact date, I think you may, all issues were repaired.
Yeah, it was
And-
very prompt.
And they were notified. Your staff worked very well with me, and I appreciate it. And I said, okay, if there's a fine, what is it, so I can write you a check? And she hit me with $34,000. I'm retired. I don't have $34,000 to give you for my son's screw up.
Actually,
I'm very sorry, sir.
38,000.
38,000.
Who's quibbling? All right, what's the village's response or position? Or,
We're gonna leave these to your discretion, but I'll give you the numbers that we'd be willing to reduce them to. The first case is $6,351.13 payable by 11/14. And then 18-0403, the amount is $2,395.45 payable by 11/14.
all right, what position, or what numbers would you propose to me?
Well, sir, I understand the village has their rights to do whatever they want. Personally, I would wish it was a Santa Claus. You would say, you acted responsibly, you contacted us, you fixed it within 3 days, here's a nominal fine. I would love it if you said that. I would be very happy if you said you'll accept 10%. Again, I'm retired.
Okay, hold on.
I'm the
Stop.
one paying for this, not him.
I'm just, no, you gotta stop for a minute, because I suck at math. That's why I went to law school and didn't go to med school. I rue the day that I did that. All right. Calculator.
That would be $3,800, 10%.
Well, 6, 7, 5. You won't even let me do my math. All right, so I get a total of 39,550. Is that right?
If you could separate them by
I'm
order,
go-
since
no,
there'll
I'm
be two
just
orders.
gonna,
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so it'd be, here. All right, so that'd be, 10% would be 3,950, yeah, it's horrible. All right, so you're offering about $4,000. 39.90, yeah, I've rounded around. All right, so. Nah, that's wrong. All right, I'll just make my math and my life easy. I'm gonna do 3,000 on case number 16-0067 by 1114. And I'll do 1,000 on case number 18-0403 by 1114. And that's how a pitiful attorney does math and splits them up. I could figure out the actual percentage, but that's way beyond my skill levels. Granted, granted.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
And I
sir.
just deal with code enforcement to get that paid?
Yeah, you gotta wait till they have an order, though. You could walk in there tomorrow with a check for $4,000 and they go, no.
May I ask that some form of notice be put on your records that all mail comes to me so that this doesn't
No,
get
you have
replicated?
to change the address at the tax collector's roll, or that property appraiser, because they are required, the village are required by statute to provide notice at the address on the tax collectors, or tax appraisers? Property appraisers.
On the tax roll.
On the tax roll, because they assume you're paying the taxes, that's a good address. So you have to change the address at the tax collector's or the property appraiser's office, whichever it is.
Okay, if I could take one more second of your, and if you tell me who to say this to, my suggestion would be then, because there's a homestead problem. It's his home, he's homestead, tax bill has to go to him. I would gladly, and I'm sure any resident of the village, any commercial resident too, would gladly pay a fee of $10, $100, $50 a year to have a second mailing address put somewhere that you guys could contact us so that we could be noticed. Well, I've never been notified. This would have been taken care of in 2016 had we known
You
it.
put a note in his file that you should contact him as
We
well.
can't, because then we don't meet the intent of the statute.
No,
His-
no, I mean, you're gonna contact the person that you're supposed to contact at the correct
Right, but the-
address.
The files
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
His best scenario would be to do regular public records requests. He could solve
You
it
just
that
need
way.
to call them occasionally and just make sure they know you're the person to talk to.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next.
16-1406, 198 Kensington Way, Gary and Duluine J. Rivera. Excuse me if I mispronounced that.
All right.
Yes. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, letter requesting fine mitigation. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay. What's the amount of fine? Just so.
19,600.
Thank you.
$25 a day, it runs up. All right, please state your name for the record, sir.
Dieu Garnier.
Oh, yes, you're spelling that.
Dirlou. And the last is G.
O-L-U, stop. Next.
And the last name is Garnier, Garnier.
If I had a fair shot at your last name, your first name would have killed me. All right. Rivera. And what's your relation to the property?
I'm the owner of the property. I have my driver's license and car registration here.
No, that's okay. You bought it from the De Riviere or Rivieres? Okay. All right, so you bought it with a couple of liens on it? You lien on it. You're going to have
Yes,
one.
and I understand that was supposed to been taken care of, and I'm in the process of refinance, and it came up, and I was made aware of that, so I contacted the title company and everybody, and pretty much they told me that I need to go see the city of Royal Palm Beach
Bless you.
about it,
Bless
and
you.
so I cannot afford $19,000 anywhere at all. That's why I'm refinancing the house, and so I'm just here begging for mercy to see what I can do and on this one.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's the village's proposal?
We would be amenable to reduction to the amount of $4,338.80 payable by 11/14/19.
$19,600 down to 4?
Pardon?
19,600 down to 4,338? Is that good, or?
Could you make it any less, because I'm in the process of refinance. I really don't have very much right now available to me.
All right, you going to be living here? Are you investing in this property?
No, I live there. That's my property. I live there with my family. And the reason why I have it under a business name is because I have an interest-only loan, and the only way they would process that, I had to put it under a business name. But that's where I live with my family. And once I have it, actually, once I have it refinanced, then it's going to be homesteaded. But for right now, I cannot do that.
All right, I'll reduce it to $3,000 if it's paid by November 14th.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. You'll get an order in the mail.
Thank you.
15-0211, 175 Bob White Road, Marie L. Stevens.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, letter requesting fine mitigation. Exhibit 2, previous order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit
Pictures,
of
nothing
compliance.
fun. All right, your name for the record, sir?
John Etienne,
Spell your last name, sir.
Etienne.
And what is your relation to the property?
I'm the owner's son.
Okay, son. Son works.
Have a order of that shows the estate, the names of the estate after she passed through probate. I was told to bring some kind
Is
of.
it a copy for us?
Yeah, I got two
Okay.
copies of two
Great.
different.
Okay, so there's an estate now. It's the estate of Marie Stevens.
The probate case that we just made. here's my name right here. And then it's also-
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to have a probate, or we do have a probate? Okay, and test date. Determining homestead. Drop 10, okay. Mount Harrison. All right, so we have an order of summary administration, an order determining a homestead real property. They will be entered into the file as evidence. All right, what is the amount of the fine here?
$33,375.
All right, and what is the village's proposal with regards to it?
We would be willing to reduce it to $7,094.92 payable by 11/14.
All right, Mr. Etienne, what is your position with regards to this lien? Because it's,
Yeah, we didn't know about the lien until after the fact, after we started going through probate. My mom, at the time, she had dementia, and she was in and out of rehab between like a 4-year period before she passed away. So a lot of the stuff that we're learning, it was at the time where either she wasn't at home or she was not mentally capable of handling her business. The cars that were in the yard was one of my siblings, and he kind of took advantage of the situation. So I'll accept whatever reduction that you take.
all right, well, the village is willing to reduce it from 33,000 to 7.
That's fine.
Okay, well, actually, it's 7,094.92 because for some reason they're really precise. So I will do that by,
11/14.
is that enough time, 11:14?
Yeah,
Since
that's
you
fine.
have the estate to deal with and everything else. All right, 7,094.92 by 11:14 granted.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
Thank you, sir. Next is 19-0381, 9150 Belvedere Road, number 105, Gloria Gual Professional Group, LLC.
I would like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, the fine mitigation request form. Exhibit 2, the order assessing fine. And Exhibit 3, verification of ownership.
Okay. I have reviewed it. All right, please state your name for the record.
My name is Gloria Guo.
Yes, okay, and why should the fine be reduced?
Here's all the correspondence with me and Linda, and Your Honor, you can see. And this is the rental properties for my parents who collect the rent to live on. That's their only retirement income. And we didn't know it cannot be open even a facial spa or something like that, because I'm working in that office for 10 years, and my neighbor is a hair salon. And the next building, there's acupuncture there. They have massage there. So I just don't know. So when we signed the lease, we didn't know it don't allow for a spa at all for that building. Because I've personally been there for more than 10 years as my
But
own.
you're an accountant.
Yeah, I'm an accountant, so
I know, I've seen you here before, you know.
Yeah, good
You used to
memory.
show up, then you stopped showing up.
Yeah.
Because you come by here
Because-
years ago, and then
Yeah, because the
you
business,
stopped.
the business there is really difficult. Like 80 units there, 60 are vacant. It's really difficult
Right,
because
right.
of the, and then
But you
here's all
can't,
the
you
email
have
you can
to
check.
be able to look at the zoning code and see what's allowed, and
Yeah,
online, it has zoning districts, you can look this stuff up, you're an accountant.
Yeah, I went there personally on May 16. I was told it cannot be allowed. Then I tell the tenant, move out anything. They even move out, take out all the sign, because for the state license, they need to have all the furnitures and the sign first before the state inspection to come.
Okay.
Then we move out everything, and now we have no income. My parents have no income for last 4 months since they moved out. Hello.
Oh, all right, what's the amount of the fine?
The amount of the fine is $13,000. And Special Magistrate, I need to correct for the record, the address should be 9100 Belvedere Road, number 105.
It's on 9100 Belvedere Road, number 105 is on my agenda, so it's all fixed on mine.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay. All right, so they have $13,000. It's 19. Must have been.
Yeah, they charge $250 per day for the fine.
Well,
but
that's because it wasn't allowed by the zoning code.
yeah, and then we move out everything on May 16. Here's all the proof. And but Linda was on vacation, and she said she will at least stop the fine on June 6th. But actually, I find out the fine was stopped on June 10th. That's $1,500 difference.
Right, because the medical license, or the state license that had the massage therapy also needed to be changed, as well as the division of corporations.
Yeah, everything
And all of
changed
that
on
was
June
not
4th.
done on May 16th.
No, June 4. Yeah, May 16. Then it just everything move out and the
This
sign.
is dated May 16th, and it still shows their massage license open and active at your location. It was not done May
You may have
16th.
physically moved the furniture, but you didn't turn off
Yeah, we move
the
all the
approvals.
sign.
I understand. You've told me 3 times. You've moved the furniture in May, but they're saying it wasn't until June
June
that
6th,
they
basically.
deactivated the professional license. Is that correct?
Or remove the massage, yeah.
June 10th.
Unlink that massage
June
therapy
6th.
business to
Is
that
the
location.
compliance date. You questioned me on that before. I went through, I looked at everything, I emailed you back on that and told you it was June 10th.
Yeah, but it was June 6th, stays on the license here, you can take a look. And your email even says June 4th. And when you come back from vacation, you just change to June 10th.
My email says June 10th.
Yeah.
Because they had started another website, Gloria, that had your address on there. I have that here. They had
Yeah,
done
I
another
highlighted-
website that had your address. They changed their webpage and did this with your address.
So
So
they're
you
still
had to
using your
remove
address.
everything that had your address on there.
Yeah, but they move out everything on May.
I've heard
6th.
that
I
4
have no
times
control for
now. You've said that 4 times.
Sorry.
It doesn't, it doesn't make it any, I understand. If it was, you gotta remove a tree stump, and they removed the tree stump on this date, that's fine, but this is more than that. This is, you have to move out and you have to deactivate it, because it's not allowed in that zoning district. And like I said, this stuff's online. You could have looked at the zoning matrix and seen what was allowed in that zoning district. And obviously, this is not allowed in that zoning district.
That's
Is that
very
correct?
much correct, yes, sir.
So, you shouldn't have leased it to them in the first place. It's your job to understand what the code is and what an acceptable tenant would be for that space.
Yeah, but the code was changed because in all my neighbors, they have the facial spa, they still have the facial spa just next to my office.
A massage therapist is a different thing.
Yeah, but when they saying they're not allowed and then they want to change to facial spa, they say still not allowed. That's why it takes me running around to the city for so many times.
Well, if you would have run around to the code
And-
enforcement
Yeah.
hearings, we wouldn't have had these problems. You
did.
would have
I've been there
understood
so
it a
many
lot
times.
sooner, but you didn't show up.
Well, a representative of her showed up at the.
Yeah, because
fine
I
assessment hearing.
I have a
Correct.
Yeah,
because I have a procedure in the hospital that day. That's why they said I cannot reschedule it. Then I have to have
All
a
right,
tenant.
what is the village's position with regards to this?
The village is opposing reduction. There was multiple communications. There was a clear understanding of what needed to be done, and it wasn't done timely, so we're opposing mitigation.
Okay, so they're opposing the mitigation because it still wasn't allowed. It's just, it's not allowed under the village zoning code.
I know they move out everything. We have already moved out. They tend to move out since May 16. You can check the email here.
It's 5
I
times,
will ask
still
them
doesn't
to-
count. All right, no reduction is granted. I'm not reducing the fine.
Could you please be mercy and, check my email?
You are the one who's supposed to check out the zoning for these people. It's a self-inflicted wound.
I know, but could you please check the emails?
I don't need to check the email on the
Check all the
move-out
emails.
date. The email, I've agreed that they moved out furniture on the 5th.
Yeah,
It
but even
still
the
does
state-
not close out their websites and the addresses they've used for their advertisements, so no reduction.
This is a tenant. I do everything I could to try to
We are done.
move out their thing and then also to sign everything.
No.
I personally do all that. And we have no income to afford to pay that 13,000 fine. Plus, you check the email, Linda told me before she come back from vacation, she said she would start on June 4, and then the fine would start on June 10. I have all
I've
the
ruled.
evidence.
I've ruled.
Will you please take a look?
I have ruled. We're done.
I-
I agree that you're supposed to be out, but you didn't get these other things done.
Which other things?
They were advertising using your address on their website.
Yeah,
You
but
didn't stop. They just
already-
kept trying. So I've ruled. There's nothing we're going to do from here on. So we need to move on, please. I think we're on page 2 now, aren't we?
Yep.
Which one?
Yep.
19-0360, 129 Sparrow Drive, Shabbat Jewish Center of RPB, Inc.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order, finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Just for the record, this is a fine assessment hearing.
I know. All right, just keeping count. Number 18. All right, we have a signed green card. All right, you have service with the signed green card. You can proceed.
Leonopkovsky.
Can you spell your first and last name?
First name is Leah, last name is Labkowski.
And is he going to speak as well?
Yeah.
Name, sir. Thank you.
Nachman, Nechmen, last name Schtroks.
Oh, we got the Nachman part. Now you're going to do your last name.
Okay. Schtroks.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the order finding violation.
Chmen.
The signed green card. That's the signature upon delivery, showing that this was delivered to you.
This is the person who received it?
That's the person who signed for it.
All right, we're having a question here about how Leah spells her last name, and it's just killing us.
Labkowski.
Oh, wait, L?
Again?
Yeah.
Labkowski.
Thank you.
All right, I added an extra A and made it an L.
You
Or an
understand?
N.
That's the signature of the person who signed for
Stephen,
receiving the
that
bill.
must be Stephen Erickson. Okay.
A-V-K-O-W-S.
What's this one?
This is just the other half of the
Oh, okay.
green card. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership.
The Nachman went, I'm like, holy.
It's photographs of the.
They could have been, were they in?
Do you have any objection to these documents?
I picked them up.
This is probably,
Oh,
is this the fence? Issue with the fence?
Yeah, one of the slats is gone again.
Missing.
okay.
Any objection to these documents?
It's not current.
They're dated, well, they're dated, each picture's dated,
Oh, okay, okay.
so.
So that's the dates that they were taken. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to kind of authenticate it as to
No.
when they took it and
Right, right.
if the conditions are still the same.
No, no.
All right, admitted without objection, so surprised no one showed up for the violation hearing.
Rabbi did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't, okay, we didn't get fixed though, I guess. All right, so what's going on here? We had the banner.
Yeah, code sections 2041 and 2021 have complied, so those will state
What are-
continue to comply.
What is
That's
20, those banners?
The
Those are the
banners and the
signs.
signs.
Okay, so those are
Took those down the other day.
those findings, or are they just continue?
The
to
order will say continue to comply.
Okay, continue to comply.
And then the other sections remain in violation, and they've been for 13 days, so we'd be asking for a fine of $325 and continuing.
Okay, and that's the potholes and the fence. The fence will take about 2 minutes, the potholes will take a lot longer.
Yeah, he had it repaired, now the one part's missing again.
So I did not, if we would have known, we would have taken care of it,
Okay.
about that fence, you
So
know?
about the
Because I did
parking
call you
lot
that it
issue.
was taken care of, I just didn't know that it was that an issue came up over the weeks, must have been a wind or something.
Yeah.
I did not even know that. That's referring to the fence issue.
Yeah, the fence is easy, I'm
Yeah.
more concerned about the potholes.
The potholes, I already paid a company. I'm sure you can see the permit. He did eventually put it in, but I paid a company way back and to take care of everything and to take care of the stripes and the problem was getting hold of him to do the job. So he finally has put in the permits. I know he wanted to do the work, but he was told he cannot do the work until he gets the permits, until he's issued the permits, however that works. So it is on the agenda. It's something that's being done, but he cannot do it. I know he wanted to do it this week because he was canceled other places, and he called. I told him just call the village, make sure he can do it. They said he can't do it.
Yeah, once you do obtain the permit, that would put you in compliance with that.
So you don't see a permit inside?
I did not see one when I looked. Well, you have to actually, he might have applied for it, I didn't
But it
look it
hasn't
up
been
today.
issued?
But it doesn't count until you get it.
Get
You
it
have to
issued?
obtain the permit.
All right, let's see what we
I
have
didn't
here.
see it last time I looked. No.
Still not in.
You don't see that he
No
applied for a permit?
yet.
When was the last time you checked?
They
Just
can
now.
check right now.
Right, we're looking at the permit screen as we speak. All right,
'Cause I
here
paid.
we are.
He
We're-
paid him for that.
Wow.
Okay, this is what's going to happen, all right? Because of the procedure where we
Oh,
are at.
can I just add one more thing? At the time, because I saw he was taking a long time, I actually went into the village. I wanted to at least apply for the permit in advance for myself, and they said I wasn't allowed to because it's a building. and I have to have
homestead property, you're not-
have to have the contract to do it. So I wanted to get ahead of the game, but I'm not even
All right,
allowed.
well,
to.
here's what I'm telling you. Because of where we are in the process, I'm going to have to issue the fine, but you're going to come back here for a fine mitigation when the parking lot is done. And the thing you need to bring to me is your payment from whenever it was long ago to show you that you had done these things and you were waiting for the contractor and you were waiting for, the permit to be issued, and I'll probably reduce the fine based upon that. But right now where I'm stuck it's not done today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grant the 325 plus continuing. It will stop the day the permit's issued, and you're going to come back for a fine reduction request. But make sure you bring whatever contract you have with him. And do you pay him by check?
I pay by check.
Bring the check or the ledger or whatever statement you can show me that shows the payment from a couple months ago, and you'll tell me the story
Paid
about
two
the
checks.
permits.
One was yeah. So-
And you'll come back and I'll probably reduce this because you did what you could in a timely manner, but it was, out of your control because of, some other people's actions.
Right.
But where I am right now, it's still not done. I have to sign the order. But, I'm telling you, please come
So
back.
when hopefully it gets it
No,
gets done.
when the permit is issued, then the fines stop. Okay, so at 325 is 25 a day. If it takes 2 or 3 more weeks, it'll be, $700-800, whatever that is, and it'll stop. And then you'll come back for a reduction saying that I paid him, blah, 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 It was months ago, I came in, you'll tell me the story again, and I'll remember it because I'll heard it twice, and then I'll entertain your reduction. Okay?
Okay.
It's just where we are procedurally that requires the 325 plus continuing is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you, God.
And, you know, bring me the checks, though, because that's your
Okay.
proof
Okay.
that you did these things early, and now we're just waiting.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We have one gentleman in the back?
We have two more. Hold on just one second for me.
Oh, we have a lady in the corner. You've been there forever.
I've been on the corner for 34 years, you're right.
We're on page 4 of the agenda. This is a
Okay.
violation hearing, case 19-0939, 130 Ponce de Leon Street, Arthur L. and Betsaida Cruz.
All right, hold on. There we go. Number 19.
I don't think so.
Just wait a second. Is this him?
Middle of the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here, the cruises.
Were you sworn in?
Yeah, when I was sitting there, but I didn't know I had to sign in.
No, not signing. Were you sworn at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
you're good. yeah.
He's fine then.
The code section is 6190A, structure, paint is faded and needs to be painted. I observed this violation on 6/7/19, mailed a notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and posted them on the property. I'd like to enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Why do I not know this house? All right, you have a affidavit of service. You can proceed.
Name for the record, sir?
Arthur Cruz.
Thank you, sir. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and the notice of hearing. The notice of hearing document, the notice of violation. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership of property. And Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violations. Do you have any objection to these documents? Thank you.
Okay, admitted without objection. So, what do you want?
He's here to request more time.
Okay, well, I'm leaning that way anyway, so I'm just asking them when. You would be looking at the 11/1/11/13, correct, normally?
We were actually looking for the 9/26 date, but,
No.
com-
Believe me,
yeah, 11,
he'll go out there and paint and die.
Well, no, that's not the problem. I'm waiting on windows, and I got contractor's information here. He's talking about October 1st, but that could be anywhere.
I'm probably gonna give you an early December date.
Okay,
He
that's
already
fine.
has the permit in the
Yep.
office, so
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna give him an early December date. I understand you get your windows in first and you're gonna paint because
Right.
they're gonna screw up your windows,
Exactly.
banging down the concrete and re-stuccoing it or
Yep.
re-cementing it. So I'm gonna give him a 12, what's the 12 hearing date? And we're gonna back it up.
12/8.
So 12/1.
No, I'm sorry, that's January. It's
12, come on.
12/11, so
12/11, so
Bye-bye.
back it off 12/3, gives them a week. Right? Well, that's a little more than a week. 12,
that's fine.
12/3 is good,
12/3
Yeah,
or
that should be
12/11.
sufficient time.
or $25 a day.
Right, and I'll structure it as a status
That
slash
fine assessment. Yeah, believe me, you know, they have the people out there that says like, you gotta clean your planters out. We go out there and we're doing this right now and we're dying.
Oh, I hear you.
And I just played golf. It's like almost too hot to be fun. So I bounced you to 12/3, or you'll appear at the 12/11 hearing, or
Okay.
you'll face a $25 a day fine. Hopefully you'll use that to tweak your little window guy saying, you know, I gotta
Yeah.
get this done because if I'm gonna get fined in like 11/1, you lie to them.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then it gives you the month to paint.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
that's just a little friendly advice of a non-legal matter. or
All
nature.
right, appreciate
Okay.
it. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. And last but not least,
Page 9, health safety one-time abatement hearings, 19-1140, 297 Ponce de Leon Street, Frank C. Shillo.
code section is 2662F. This is a health and safety, the fence is down, making the pool unsecured. I observed this violation on 7/26/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing, certified, and posted them on the property. I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay, you have an affidavit of service. You can proceed. Your name, ma'am?
Isabel Shiloh.
In your relation to the property?
To the property?
Yes. Or to the
It's
owner
my
of the property?
son.
There you go, thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing. Notice of hearing, notice of violation. Exhibit 2 is proof of ownership. And Exhibit 3 is
This was when? Oh, last week, before it was done. Okay, go ahead.
photographs of the violations.
Okay, it's down now. Somebody did a good job today.
Okay, any objection to these documents? No. Thank you.
All right, so you said it's down now? The fence is down, or?
On
the-
my way here today, yep.
Okay, so there's nothing, see, that could be a bigger problem.
Well, this is the problem. And the problem is, I have photos this time. Someone's doing it on purpose, okay? This is obvious. There's no rain, there's no sun. The gentleman who did the lawn did an extremely great job in securing it, okay? We touched nothing. It was up yesterday, perfect. Today, the crossing guard gave me a heads up that it was down. And that was about almost 3 o'clock. So on my way in tonight, I looked. Frank was working late, that's why he didn't come. And that's what's happening. I don't know what to say. The only thing that we can do, right now it's still in litigation, is once this mess resolves, hopefully soon, is put up security cameras. Frank's living there with a little baby, a 3-month-old child, and it's just ridiculous at this point, okay? Things that have happened are like out of control. But you know what? We'll do it until we have to or can, and then there's nothing else we can do. We've done everything in our power, everything that we financially, physically, everything mentally that we can do to make this whole thing right, and it's just not working.
All right, so you're right across the street from HLJ?
Mm-hmm.
And you have those 2 fence sections down?
Yeah, but there's another fence back there. I don't know what nobody sees.
Yeah, it's down too,
What is?
the other fence.
No, it's not. I looked tonight. It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
This was Mr. Newsom's property, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Newsom's. Yes, let him rest in peace.
Yeah, and the problem I have is, I have a pet peeve. And my pet peeve is exposed pools.
Well,
And
the other
exposed
problem.
pools, just stop for a second, let me finish. Exposed
ahead.
pools attract children. And exposed pools attract children and kill them.
Right? But I don't see how the pool's exposed.
Well, if there's no fence there,
There is a fence. That's what I'm saying.
No,
There's a
I-
second fence.
there's a second fence in front of the pool?
Sure.
Is there?
Yes, there is. If you look in the picture, you'll see the second fence in the back. I don't.
I can't see the second fence in the back. All I see is a big gap there. And I
Yeah,
drove
but
by
look in
there
the
today.
back. It's like 75 feet.
I don't have a picture of it, ma'am. I only have a
Maybe I
picture of
do.
the, come on up.
Yeah, let me see. I think I do.
And now, you're telling me that someone's knocking down sections of fence?
Absolutely, and I'll show you a picture of him standing there before he did it, too.
Okay.
It's a little out of control.
See, I don't care about the fence as long as it's
The one on
secured.
on the boulevard, okay? But then there's a second one.
Well, you're gonna show me a picture of that,
Yes,
because
I
right
am.
now I don't.
Right now.
I have no proof that there's a second fence there,
Right.
and I haven't stopped and stared in the backyard.
Other people.
I didn't even know there was a pool back there.
Well, you know, that's the other kicker. You know, not many people do know there is, and that's why I laugh, because it's like, it's became, you know, the whole big topic.
Well, it's a big topic to me, so.
Well, to me too, it's a very bad, I mean, situation if that's what it is. But,
I mean, especially with kids running by there twice a
well,
day.
you know, the parents make you laugh too. If you see that there's a problem and the fence is wavy, why would you have your kids picnic in front of it, put their bicycles there, lean against it? People, I mean, that to me.
Well, the
you know,
simple
that's-
solution to you is fix the fence so it's not a problem. So come up with your picture
Yeah,
and let me
see.
see. Otherwise, I'm gonna have them
Okay,
being
here's the other
here, council here,
See, here's the first, that's the boulevard.
right?
Then there's a fence back there.
I see one section of a fence.
Right, and then there's another, because see,
I-
in front of that fence is a bathroom with a window as big as this, that's glass.
The pool is right behind that fence.
Where?
The pool is right behind that fence. So it is.
The fence doesn't connect to the house, that portion of the fence. right?
Well,
So,
I
yeah,
know
you
there's
are,
something there.
now, I don't care if someone's knocking it down, I still want that gap closed so no kids can get in there. Or you're gonna get the village doing it, and they're gonna charge you for it, and it's not gonna be cheap.
Well, there's the other issue that we have right now. We're in litigation, and the judge won't allow us.
Can you go back to the microphone? Thank you, ma'am.
The judge won't allow us to encumber the property in any way, or else we would have just taken out a loan and fixed the house all the way to.
I don't care.
But there's nothing I can do.
You can put up that lovely orange mesh fence.
Well, I called
from-
the office the other day about 5 times to find out, because I was in Home Depot, to find out if the 4 foot, and then I read it online. So I can put the mesh fence up, the 4 foot.
If you look at the ticket they wrote you, the notice, it says put a temporary fence up. It's on the
Right.
ticket.
It's on the, on
And
that.
actually, I
okay.
discussed that with you on Sunday when you stopped me,
Yeah,
that either you're going to put the temporary fence up there or the village is going to do it.
right.
It's gonna
And I-
cost
and
you
then-
the crew costs for the village.
Oh, it's
and gonna be-
$30 to put it up is ridiculous.
No, it's gonna be hundreds of dollars
No, I
to
mean,
do
for me
it.
to put it up is
Right.
nothing. So, but the gentleman that did the lawn, when he did it, he said, no, you just need these 2 sections, and then we counted,
I
I
don't
think there was
care.
11 panels.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, all right.
It
That's
doesn't
okay.
matter. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have to fix it or it's gonna be worse.
Do I need a permit for the orange fence?
No.
Oh,
don't
I could
think
just
so.
do it?
Yeah. I mean, this is just but that's just a temporary measure, you know. You're not gonna encumber the property if you prop up a couple of sections of fence or you buy a couple of sections of fence and prop it. You know, if you're gonna sit here and try to use that as the excuse that I'm not gonna do anything because we can't do anything because the judge says we can't encumber the property, well, I'm gonna be the other judge who says you're gonna fix it.
Oh,
and I
no,
don't
I'm gonna
care-
fix it.
I don't care if you're gonna encumber it or not, because I'm gonna sign an order here in a few minutes, I guess, right? No?
Is this good enough?
Yeah,
I'll fix it.
It needs, it needs to get fixed. I mean, that order.
It will be fixed.
No, it's not, I'm gonna sign an order, and if they have to go over there and fix it,
No, I'll fix it.
it'll.
Frankie will fix it.
It'll be charged to them, so,
Yeah, we could give her 24 hours.
we're gonna
to-
give you
That's all
20.
you need. I'll do it in the,
Okay,
we'll have it
24
done
hours
tomorrow.
to, okay, so I'll sign this,
And then I will email,
I'll sign it when you get it done. You can just send it to me, I will sign it, and I will email, or I'll scan it and put it back to you, or drop it off, one of the two. I'll give you 24 hours to put a temporary fence up. How long do you want before the permanent fence gets put up? Because there's gonna need a permanent fence there.
Right, the temporary fence is just, I mean,
That's the
that should just be
stopgap
the
for a week or
stopgap to
two?
get, well,
At that.
well,
So
where does
you-
it have to go, in the front or in the back? Let's
Well,
do
no, the
this. Oh,
temporary
shit.
fence has to go at the boulevard to
Boulevard?
keep
Okay.
people out, which you don't need a pool fence if you have a fence around your property.
Okay.
But if you don't have a fence around your property, you need a pool fence that goes all the way around the pool. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 24 hours to put the temporary fencing in, and how long to put the permanent? Give me a time, a week?
Yeah, that is gonna require a permit.
Well, you need to come in and pull a permit for a couple of sections of fence. and call it an emergency
The whole
repair.
thing is dilapidated all along.
I
there, so
understand
Well,
that,
that's the
but
problem, you can't put a couple of pieces up, right? That's what the
I
problem was.
put a couple pieces up. I built my fence myself. You can do these
It's
things.
not, that fence is not secure. There's nothing to nail it to. It's not secure.
Well, if it's old, if you plant a couple of 4x4s, it'll hold it up. Especially if you're doing two sections. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5.
It's gonna require a permit.
It's gonna require a permit, so you need to get a permit to replace at least that portion of the fence that's fallen in. Okay, and then you need to apply for that permit. You have the property, it's homesteaded, right?
Well, that's another issue.
Well,
It was,
is it-
yeah, but
So
then
it should be an owner-builder permit, correct? No?
no, they took homestead off.
They did?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to hire someone to do this, because I'm not gonna leave that fence there gapped in front of an elementary school. So, I don't know how you're gonna permit it, but you're gonna have to get a permit. You have 24 hours to put a temporary fence up.
Had 7 days for permanent fence, and then if that's not up, if either timeline isn't fixed, the village will abate it at one-time abatement.
Yeah, and they won't need a permit, they'll just put up a
Correct.
fence section.
Correct, and, well, the order will need to reflect that the costs of securing the pool plus the $206 in administrative fees will be assessed if abatement occurs by the village.
Okay, so, but I have a week, correct, in order to do that?
Well, you need to run in and get a permit.
I'll get the permit, right?
But you're probably gonna have to get a fence company to do it, because you're not a owner-builder. You can't do it yourself, so you gotta get some fence company to, get you a two-section permit going. I'm not gonna let that thing just sit there while you're litigating, because it's right across the street from an elementary school.
It was fine. I mean, seriously, it was secured. If you look in the picture even, the way he did it, all of a sudden today it's down. And you can tell somebody, because whatever, but, okay.
Okay,
that's
so,
fine.
24 hours to get a temporary fixing permit within a week, see if that's possible.
And 7, okay.
And then the appearance at the 9/11 fine hearing if abatement occurs.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Have a good night.
Or 25 or 50, what is this? 25? Or
I'm sorry?
25? 25?
No fine.
No fine,
No
okay.
fine in this one.
All right, 24 hours for temporary permit within 7 days. I'm missing a good part of that story.
Moving now back to the fine assessment portion of the agenda, top of page 2, case 19-0567, 778 Carissa Drive, Jose A. Martinez.
Okay.
Okay, we would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, pictures.
Signed, green card equals service. What would you like?
This has been out of compliance for 13 days. We'd be asking for a fine of $325 and continuing.
Granted.
19-0579-1085 Grand Duke Way, Max A. Rodriguez.
We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, services via posting, and that works. Oh, and signed green
sorry.
cards, because someone just threw one at me. All right, and they get, and you want, here, keep chucking things at me, no. All right, so we have miscellaneous, what is this? It's gotta be at least miscellaneous, yeah, and garbage can, all that stuff. 325 plus continuing?
No, this actually complied today, so it was out of compliance for 52 days. So we'd be asking for a fine of $1,300 and not continue.
1,300, no continuing, granted. The Vargas is next.
19-0630-834 Azalea Drive, Matthew J. Nelson and Joshua Vargas.
We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Signed green card equals service. What's the wrong material? 'Cause I'm flipping backwards through the pictures. Oh, is that sort of gazy, hazy stuff there? Okay. That stuff. Yeah, what is that? sort of corrugated or, I don't
Oh.
know.
This stuff.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, it's just lattice.
Okay. Not good enough. What would you like?
This one, section 9.1, the permit, the order will state continue to comply, that's come into compliance, but for the remaining ones, we'd be asking for a fine of $325 and continuing, it's been out of compliance for 13 days.
All right, so 9-1, they got a permit?
The fence permit they did,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, and then the rest is 325 plus continuing?
Yes.
No? Maybe they'll fix it.
Thank you.
19-0631, 1606 Lakeview Drive, Hashim and Pamela T. Mehmed.
I love these.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence.
the
Exhibit
car,
1,
to the
previous
truck.
order, finding violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, it's the Camaro backed in, or whatever that is. I was guessing truck. Boy, I'm wrong. Oh, it's
Yeah.
another Camaro. It's Camaro City here. Okay. What would you like?
This has been out for 13 days, so a fine of $325 and continuing.
325 plus continuing is granted.
Thank you.
19-0856 242 Sandpiper Avenue, Sarah Barris, SFR, and I think that should be Holdings 2LP.
Okay.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order, finding violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Oh, cool. Is it a finding or is it a small
There's
fine?
a small fine.
Okay. Dodge people. Okay.
It was out of compliance for 12 days, so $300 and not continuing.
300, no continuing is granted.
Repeat violation hearings, 19-1159 143 Granada Street, Progress Residential Borrower 5 LLC.
Code section is 1557. This is a repeat violation for high grass and weeds. I observed this violation on 7/31. Mailed the notice of violation and posted it on the property. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, order finding violation. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 4, picture.
Yep, they're tall. All right, what would you like
This
for
has been out
these?
of compliance for 4 days, so we'd be asking for a fine of $200 and not continuing.
200, no continuing is granted.
19-0983 206 Sandpiper Avenue, Alicia Flores.
Code section is 2318B, parking on the front lawn. I observed this violation on 6/18/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/18/19. Spoke to Ms. Flores as well as posted it on the property. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, previous order finding violations. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty grill that's in the way of the Honda's parking spot. Wow, look at all that pretty grass growing in the way of the Honda's parking spot. All right, what would you like? You have service.
This was out of compliance for 8 days at $50, so $400 and not continuing.
400, no continuing is granted.
Thank you.
19-1101 103 Sunflower Circle, IH5 Property, Florida LP.
Code sections 1557,
Bless you.
15132, bless you, 06190D. It's a repeat violation, high grass and weeds. Grass and weeds growing onto the sidewalk. Planter has high grass and weeds in it. I observed this violation on 7/15/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 7/15/19, and they signed for it on 7/23/19. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of repeat violation, notice of hearing, previous order finding violations, and previous order finding repeat violation. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
Well, someone finally found an edger. So that's part of it. All right.
Beautiful.
But did they cut the rest of it? Well, what do you want?
This is still out of compliance. It's been out for 31 days, so a fine of $1,550 and continuing.
1550 plus continuing is granted.
Thank you.
Moving to violation hearings, 19-0782, 322 Las Palmas Street, Leonardo Diaz and Yanis Levy Prieto.
Code section is 2657. Shed was done without a permit. Like to enter into evidence. Yeah. I observed this violation on 5/9/19, mailed, it's certified, and the green card was signed for it. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
All right, where's the shed in the picture? I think I see a little
The
bit
red
of the
roof.
top of the
Little
roof
roof.
over the red
Yeah,
fence, okay.
the
'Cause
small roof. The other
That
roof
was,
is
that was a guess, now
the
it's,
other roof is across the canal.
okay. All right, signed green card equals service, what would you like with these?
Compliance by 926 or the 10-9 fine assessment hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
19-0802, 242 Bilbao Street, Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
Code section is 6190A and 15132. Drive and sidewalk are stained. Tree branch down in the backyard. I observed this violation on 5/12/19. Mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, got the green card back signed but not dated. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
Okay. All right, what would you like?
Compliance by 829 or the 9/11 fine assessment hearing or $25 a day fine.
829, 911, 25, at least you're mixing it up, so I'll have to pay attention.
19-0803, 249 Bilbao Street, Federal National Mortgage Association.
Code sections are 144A, 6190A, 6191, 1571, and 142, disabled vehicles not moving every 30 days, garage door and structure in disrepair, tree is down, miscellaneous items in view. I observed this violation on 5/12/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and got the green card signed but not dated. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Oh, at least they're Ford people. All right, do you have a signed green card?
Shouldn't be in there. Which one is that? The description there?
No.
So which one's dead? The Bronco?
Neither one of them has moved. That's why I put the June picture in.
Right, so
Neither
it's,
vehicle has moved.
okay. Just making sure, so it's double dead. Okay,
And do you have code section 15-130 on your agenda?
yes, I do.
That should be removed.
Oh, sorry. All right, we're gonna line through it.
We're asking for compliance again by 829 or the 9/11 fine hearing or a $50 fine in this case.
See, you can make me pay attention. Different, same date, but different amounts. Granted. Next,
19
page 4.
19-0841, 102 Segovia Avenue, Charles W. and Kathy M. Connor.
Code section is 6190A. The description is drive and sidewalk are stained. I observed this violation on 5/20/19. Mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and posted on the property.
Whatever you do with the cough.
Entered evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, picture. And Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
So is it a finding of fact, or is it still a problem?
Finding of fact.
Granted.
19-0844, 2261 Ridgewood Circle, JBD Real Estate Investment LLC.
Code section is 6190A. Structure and fence are stained. I observed this violation on 5/20/19. Mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and got the green card back. Like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay, you have a signed green card, you have service, so those white fences get all moldy.
We're asking for compliance by 829 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
19-0932, 306 La Mancha Avenue, Progress Residential Borrower 5 LLC.
Code sections are 2318B3 and 2317, parking on lawn and parking over sidewalk. I observed this violation on 6/7/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing, certified, and got the green card back. I'd like to enter into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
All right, you have a signed green card, you have service.
We're asking for compliance by 829 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $50 a day fine.
Okay, 829, 91150 is granted.
19-0958, 165 Bilbao Street, Michael Barfield and Jordan L. Cantor.
Code section is 2318B2, boat parked in the backyard. I observed this violation on 6/12/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and posted on the property. I'd like to enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Well, yeah, a little tiny bit of a bimini top out there. Is there a boat underneath it?
Mhm.
Say yes. She said yes. Okay, what would you like on this one?
Compliance by 829 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
19-1061, 117 Miramar Avenue, Progress Residential Borrower 2 LLC.
Code sections are 6135, 6190A, 15132, and 124C. House numbers not posted, drive and sidewalk are stained, weeds in the hedges, and garbage can not screened from view. I observed this violation on 7/8/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and got the green card back signed. I'd like to enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
I'd be proud of those healthy growing weeds. All right, you have a signed green card. What would you like?
Give us a second.
No. You don't listen to me anyway.
I guess the house number is up, and I did not, I must have put it up from,
All right, so house number is what, 6135?
yes.
All right, so we're going to do that as a finding of?
Correct,
Yes.
finding of fact. And the remaining
Yes.
code sections, compliance by 829 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
19-0611, 870 Gardenia Drive, Miriam Moore.
Was it originally permitted? They don't seem to care.
Code section 622108.4, propane tank moved without a permit. I observed this on 4/22/19. The notice of hearing and notice of violation were mailed out 4/22/19 and were picked up and signed for on 6/7/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay. Oh, they signed for it. How nice. And what is our problem here? Propane tank. Okay. You need a permit. What would
We're
you want?
asking for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Good. I was going to give them more time just because permits take longer, so fine. 9/26, 10/9, 25
Well, they
granted.
do have the permit in, it's just in plan check. They just got it in on 7/24, so I'm hoping
Excellent.
it's.
So
gonna
it's all
move,
going to
yeah.
be good and they'll be fine.
Next is 19-0898, 10230 Rhythm Circle, Michael C. Hudson.
Code section 06190A1, 3, and 5, the driveway and sidewalk are stained. I observed this on 6/3/19. The notice of violation and notice of hearing were mailed out 6/3/19 and were posted. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
I just bought new oil for my pressure cleaner so I could change it so I could do more pressure cleaning. I'm so excited. All right, you have service via posting. You can proceed. What would you like? 829 or whatever?
No, compliance by 9/26
9/26.
or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-0920 611 Camellia Drive, SWH 2017, 1 Borrower LP.
Code
Yeah,
Code
that.
section 1557, 124C 06190, A1, 3, 5, and D, 15132. Grass and weeds exceeds height allowed, garbage can in public view, driveway and sidewalk are stained, planting areas are overgrown. I observed this on 6/6/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/6/19 and were signed for on 6/19/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Signed green card equals service.
So in this case, code section 06190A5 and the D, and 15132, that's the sidewalk stained and the planting areas overgrown are findings of fact.
Oh, wow, this is a hard thing to draw around. All right,
No.
driveways overground.
No. Yeah, the grass is,
All right, so
no,
the driveways are done, right? Driveway and sidewalk are done?
the sidewalk isn't done. The sidewalk and the, grass
Are
are
done or
not
aren't-
done.
Okay.
What is done? No,
Oh,
what's the
okay.
done part?
124C, the garbage can, 06190, A13, D, and 15132.
Which is what? The planning areas?
Oh, planning areas,
Is that also a finding of fact or no?
yes.
Okay, I'm just,
So,
Garbage can is done?
yeah.
I've got a finding of fact on the garbage can, a finding of fact on the planting areas, which leads the grass and weeds, the driveway and sidewalk.
The driveway is clean.
The driveway is clean,
The
it's not, sidewalk is not.
And the driveway is the 5D, right?
Not
5 and D.
okay, driveway is a finding of fact.
No, the driveway is,
Just the 3.
All right, fine, and so that leaves us with
the
grass
only
and
thing that's
weeds.
open is the grass. 1557 is not complied, and the sidewalk is not complied.
Okay, so
Everything
grass and
else is a finding
sidewalk.
of fact.
Right, I got that,
Oh.
but the code, so it's 06190A13.
Right.
Is-
But A, 06190, A15, 5 stays.
And the rest of it is 926-10-9?
Isn't complied.
926-10-9?
Three is complied.
Is that it, or are we gonna do something else? Is it gonna be 8?
Compliance by 829 or the 911 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
All right, hopefully I'll remember all this. Great, granted. You have, look at all the mess here, it's like circles and this and circles and that.
Address
and-
has been horrible.
Well. Okay, next, the Abraham Zaru Trust.
19-092, oh no, I'm sorry. 19-0940100303 Pippin Lane, Ibrahim Zaru Trust.
I said that.
Okay.
You cite too many things.
Oh, we have to go back. I'm sorry. Yes, I totally messed that up. I was thinking of this address. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
so we're going back to 611 Camellia Drive.
Yes,
oh my God.
I know.
So the 5 and the D and 115, what I said is right?
Yes.
Okay, so for case number 19-0920, 06190A, 5 and D, and 15132, which are the sidewalk stained and the planting areas overgrown, are findings of fact.
Yes.
All right,
The
so
remaining
hold
code
thoughts.
sections
Sidewalk
and planting areas.
and planting. Are FOF, okay.
And the
rest
rest,
is
the
all
same
good.
compliance, 829 or 911 fine hearing or $25 a day. Fine.
Wow, that's-
Sorry. I was thinking of,
now, okay, granted, amended and granted.
all right,
Now
thank
we're gonna
you.
get back to 190940,
Oh,
which
okay.
has some of these fixed and others not,
Right,
again.
yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
grass and weeds,
Okay,
well,
code
let's get
sec,
to the,
code section 1557, 2318 B3B, 124C, 06190 A15 and D, 15132, grass and weeds exceeds height allowed, parking on the front lawn, garbage can in public view, sidewalk stained, planting areas are not maintained. I observed this on 6/7/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/10/19 and were posted. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Sorry.
all right, services via posting. Sure, I'll see some lovely pictures, which I am, tall grass, garbage can. Kind of reminds me of a wheat field in Kansas in the summer blowing in the wind. Okay. All right. Slowly tell me what you want here. 'Cause I have a feeling some are findings of fact and
Correct.
others need to be fixed,
So code sections 2318B3B,
which is?
parking
Mhm.
on the front lawn, garbage can in public view, 124C,
Okay.
06190, the D part, which is plantings not maintained, and 15132, our findings of fact.
All right, these are all findings of fact, and what's left?
The rest,
What's the violations left?
the 06190A,
A15 and the
and
15-57. See, I can figure, which are
the
grass,
grass
weed?
and weeds and the sidewalk stained.
I get this deja vu thing now.
Those we're asking for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or a $50 a day fine.
Grass and weeds and sidewalk. Still out.
Correct.
Okay, granted. That was confusing.
19-0941 10318 Pippin Lane, Brian and Lisa San Lucas.
Okay. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, oh, good God. Codes, break. Code section 06-190A1, 3 and 5 driveway and sidewalk are stained. I observed this on 6/7/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/10/19 and were signed for on 6/14/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay, you have a signed green card for service. This seems much simpler.
We're asking for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-0952 Madison Green Private Streets, Estates at Madison Green Association, Inc.
Code section 1571, 15.4, and 15.141. Trees were removed without a permit. I observed this on 6/11/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/11/19 and were signed for on 6/12/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, so the palms are where the old plants used to be?
I'm sorry?
Are the palms where the old plants used to be?
Yes, they removed the dead trees and replaced them.
And they are not the proper tree on the...
They are the proper tree, but they still need a permit.
Oh, okay. All right, so...
We're asking for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine assessment hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-0955 174 Kingsway, Virginia, Torchetti.
Code section 06-190A1, 3 and 5, the driveway and sidewalk are stained. I observed this on 6/12/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/12/19 and were signed for on 6/17/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Signed green card and finding of fact? Granted.
Thank you.
19-1001 157 Waterway Road, IH3 Property, Florida, LP.
Code section 2318B1A, prohibited vehicle. I observed this on 7/6/19. The notice of violation and notice of hearing were mailed out 7/8/19 and were signed for on 7/11/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Signed green card equals service. We have a bet going here. Is it a car? No, it's a truck. It's a truck with all the stuff. Oh, it's Grandview Circle, right?
Yes.
No, Waterway Road.
Water Road.
Oh, I gave you the wrong one.
See, now I got it wrong. I was all right there for a minute. Someone's having issues.
Okay. 2318B3B, vehicle parked on the front lawn. I observed this on 6/21/19. Notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 6/21/19 and signed for on 6/26/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay, so sign green card again.
Finding of fact.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-1053 1048 Grandview Circle, Alexander Reyes de Castro.
We'd like 2318B1A, prohibited vehicle. I observed this on 7/6/19. The notice of violation, notice of hearing were mailed out 7/8/19 and were signed for on 7/11/19. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
All right, so that was a truck. I mean, you say prohibited vehicle, it's 95% a truck unless it's a limo. All right, and this is another finding of fact?
Yes, sir.
You're on a roll on those. All right,
19-0858.
here's where it ends.
196 Dove Circle, Siku, J. Guthrie, and Donna Kelly.
Code Sections 942, fence and disrepair. I observed this violation on 5/22/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 5/23/19, posted it to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, so I see a new portion of a fence somewhere, but
The new portion and both of the sides are still tilting and leaning and rotted and a disaster. So yes, you'll need to get a
926-10-9.
permit and
Correct. Compliance by 926 or the 10-9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
granted.
thank you.
19-0869, 111 Meadowlark Drive,
I like the
Christopher
way she
and
leans
Jody
back and
Mika.
forth when she sits there wobbly.
Code Section 06190A1 and 2, the structure is stained, faded, and weathered. I observed this violation on 5/28/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 5/28/19, and I received it back on 6/3/19. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Oh, I bet you made Jody happy. Signed green card equals service, finding of fact is
Finding of
granted.
Thank you.
19-0906, 138 Meadowlark Drive, Florence F. Schnitzer Estate.
Code Sections 9506-190D, hedges exceed and 1540, hedges exceed maximum allowable height. Yard has bare areas, vertical clearance, not met at roadway. I observed this violation on 6/3/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/4/19, and posted it to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Normally, the UPS and FedEx guys do a good job of trimming these
Yeah,
things
those
in
are
the road,
supposed to
but
be
that's okay. All right, so you have an affidavit of service, you
I
have
need
service.
to include, if I may, the landscape debris. That would fall under the 6190D as well.
It's on the agenda, landscape
the
debris
agenda,
and yard.
it's
She
on
just
there.
didn't read it in the record.
Okay,
Now it's in
okay,
there.
all of it works. 926, 925?
No.
No, 829?
Hold on, 15-40, the vertical clearance is finding of fact.
Okay, 15-40.
And then the remaining code sections, compliance by 926 or the 10-9 fine hearing or $50 a day fine.
All right, 926, 10-9, 25 is granted.
50.
Oh, 50, 10-9,
Please.
50 is granted.
Thank you.
19-0908, 105 Locust Lane, Thomas L. Botcher.
Code Section
Boy, no one likes this
06
page.
190A1, the structure is stained. Observe this violation on 6/3/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/4/19, and posted it to the property as well. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Makes it look worse when the neighbor mows. All right, structure stain. Is that it?
That's it.
Yes, compliance by 926 or the 10-9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-0949, 10550 Fascination Lane, Julie Earhart.
Code Section 06190A15, sidewalk is stained. I observed this violation on 6/9/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/10/19. They signed for it on 6/13/19. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, picture. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Finding of fact is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
19-0973, 103 Sycamore Drive, Armando Betancourt and Dania S. De La Paz.
Code Section 06190A1, 3, 5, and 8, shutters on the home, no storm, sidewalk and driveway are stained. I observed this violation on 6/17/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/17/19, and posted that to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay. Service via posting. What would you like on this one?
This one,
926 or?
There's partial compliance here, so The code sections 5 and H, which is shutters and the sidewalk being stained, are findings of fact.
Okay, you're messing me up again. So the driveway's still bad.
Correct. And that we would ask for compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 day fine.
All right, granted.
Thank you.
19-0982, 102 Sycamore Drive, Frank and Catherine Furia.
Code section 2657-06-190D, shed without a permit in setback area and uncultivated growth in the hedges. I observed this violation on 6/18/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/18/19. They signed for it on 6/20/19. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS4 under permit information.
I call those weeds. All right, so you have service via signed green card. What would you like?
In this case, code section 06190D, which is the uncultivated growth, is a finding of fact.
The weeds.
And the remaining code section compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-1005, 107 Cocoa Plum Circle, IH3 property, Florida LP.
I underlined the word chickens in my agenda.
Code section 55 and 15-142, chickens are prohibited, yard has bare areas. I observed this violation on 6/21/19, sent out a notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/25/19. They signed for it on 7/1/19. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
This is more Loxahatchee Groves than Royal Palm Beach, so you have a signed green card. You can have chickens. They just can't have them here.
They can't have them there.
Special Magistrate Code Section 55, which is the chickens, is a finding of fact. And the rest, the other code section, we'd be asking for compliance by 8/29 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $50 a day fine.
All right. 8/29,
9/11
9/11,
or
50
$50 a day
is
fine.
granted.
19-1014, 160 Bella Vista Way, U.S. Bank National Association Trust.
Code section 06190A1 and 15132, the roof is stained and the yard has bare areas. I observed this violation on 6/25/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/28/19, and they signed for, or I've received it on 7/8/19. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
I don't know what's causing that. Signed green card equals service. Have no
We'll
clue.
be asking for compliance by 8/29 or the 9/11 fine hearing or $50 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
19-1033, 137 Sunflower Circle, Barry D. and Christine E. Bachelor.
Code sections 14-4, disabled unused vehicle. I observed this violation on 6/28/19, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 6/28/19. They signed for it on 7/5/19. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
It looks like cars under tarps, right?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we're both right, doesn't it?
And the trailer as well, it has a flat tire, it never moves, and so it's a multiple.
All right, and you would like?
Compliance by 9/26 or the 10/9 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Thank you.
We can skip page 8. Yay.
Page 9, health safety one-time abatement hearings, case 19-1130, 149 Galliano Street, Germelina C. O'Brien.
The code section is 1557, health and safety, high grass and weeds. I observed this violation on 7/25/19. Mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and I have actual service. I'd like to enter into evidence Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
Vacant lot? You have a posted service. What would you like?
You have an
Signed
order there to
order,
sign, yeah, for one-time abatement, which includes the cost of $80 for mowing and $206 for administrative costs and appearance at the 9/11 fine assessment hearing.
Granted, signed. Next.
19-1153 is being pulled. 19-1187, 149 Valencia Street, U.S. Bank National Association Trust.
Code section is 1557, health and safety, high grass and weeds. I observed this violation on 8/4/19, mailed the notice of violation, notice of hearing certified, and posted them on the property. I enter into evidence, Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3, picture.
I bet they don't even fertilize.
Again, you have an
had
order
service by
asking
posting, and you
for
get,
one-time abatement, which includes $80 for the mowing and $206 in administrative costs, and appearance at the 9/11 fine assessment hearing.
signed and signed. Next.
19, huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, 19-1162 is being pulled.
Ah,
Other business, case 16-1374, 11452 Okeechobee Boulevard, Hop High Real Estate Investments LLC.
all right, why is it other business? Because that's never,
You have an amended order.
okay.
Did you print that one?
Yeah, I left it on my desk.
Okay, you will sign an amended order. There was an error in the legal description on your previous order assessing fine.
All right, so I'm writing error in legal.
That's what I was saying when I walked up and you
Oh.
said
All
no.
right. Order to be signed, or, okay, error in legal, amended, granted.
Thank you.
I'm supposed to be making burgers by now. All right, anything further? Let the record reflect that I signed about 3 months' worth of
It was June and 2 in July.
June and double Julys for the notes on the agenda, and we are adjourned.